It's your boy Justin J coming to you with another video. Do me a favor, guys, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. This is going to be a good one. Does a woman's body count matter? Okay, guys, listen, the dating game is all about you. So if you thought that you were the shit and you were having experiences with a lot of women, would a woman's body count really matter to you? Okay, from a standpoint of I want to get married someday, yes, guys, but you should not be worrying about that. Guys, think about it like this. Do you have a life built up to the point where you can bring in a woman because you're already established, build her up, you know what I mean? Really take her under your leadership, put her under your wing. Like, guys, if your life's not built for that, then the way the dating game works nowadays, it's in your favor, guys. So women like to have a lot of sex. That's perfect because we like to have a lot of sex, right? So I do not understand how a woman's body count matters unless you are trying to get married or pursue serious relationships. Now, there's the problem right there. Most guys want to play the field and be able to have an abundance of options, right? So they're not in scarcity. But this is the problem. Most guys go out into the world and they might talk to one girl, jump on a dating app, match with one girl. You know, they might have a coworker that they're interested in who puts them in the work husband, you know, beta male orbit category. And don't think of it as the work husband who actually hits behind the boyfriend's back. No, guys. You're a work husband, or, you know, that guy's a work husband and he's just there to feed her ego. Like, she just feeds off of him, that beta male orbit. She needs that attention to feed off of, but he's not really the guy. Let's step into the shadow realm, right? Ron Wills talks about the shadow realm, but you guys, once you know where you stand with women, right, and you understand that there's two different worlds out here, there's a reality that these women have to push for their family, their colleagues, their friends, the people around them to make them think like, hey, that's a good woman. You know, she carries herself the right way. She's very humble. She's very kind. She's very giving. But in the shadow realm is where she really gets to be herself, where she's really free, guys, to the point where she can just be who she really wants to be, then return back to that world. It's like a light switch, guys, but they really keep it ultra secretive. Only people that they can really feel like, hey, this person won't tell, and they get me going. It's not until they bump into people like that where they can let their sexual fantasies just run wild. That's how it goes, guys. Story time. Let me give you some real life examples of the shadow realm. Guys, my first threesome ever, guys, right? It was with these two older ladies. I'm kicking it with some chick that I used to know from the time. These two chicks pull up, and this is why I always say a woman can feel your sexual energy. So these two girls come up, they're making small talk, and the one girl, guys, like, it's something about witty banter, right? When you're having banter with a woman, and you're just hitting, like, you're doing everything right, you're saying the right things, women can't help but just be drawn to you. So while I'm having witty banter with this one lady, she is just gravitating towards me. And it was just something real quick. She reaches for my pants, like she reaches for my crotch, and she goes, I heard black guys are stallions. Are you a stallion? Guys, I knew it was on and popping, and I barely said anything. When we were having that banter, it was just a little like push-pull. I was just throwing a little bit of bait out there. Guys, she took the bait. But here's the thing about the shadow realm. Women cannot control themselves. When they see you as that guy who they want to act out their sexual fantasies with, guys, let me tell you, it was no more than an hour later that this chick had me in her house. And I'm looking all around. This chick turns out to be a police officer. On top of the whole bikini posing, guys, I'm looking around and I see like the belt that cops have. And then I keep looking around and then I see like the stick that they have. I'm like, hold on, you're the police? She's like, yeah, I forgot to tell you, you know, I don't really tell a lot of people. I'm like, okay, whatever. So guys, long story short, she's like, my house is your house, whatever. So I go into the fridge, I'm drinking a couple beers, and all of a sudden I hear giggling. I go to the bathroom. These chicks were plotting on me the whole time, right, guys? and they were in fishnet. They were in fishnet outfits, right? With the hole cut out. So I'm like, what's going on in here? They're all playing with each other. I instantly grab both chicks when I notice what's happening, and I'm like, yo, let's go. So I lead them both to the one chick's bedroom, right? Guys, the one chick got away from me, started lighting candles. Guys, these chicks acted out a whole prawn scene with me, and I'm only saying like that because I don't want to upset YouTube. But guys, that threesome was amazing. Guys, like, they were so into it that it almost seemed as if they were wanting this to happen more than me. They were acting out a fantasy, and I was completely okay with being used for that, guys. Like, and you have to understand that when a woman sees you, not all the time is a woman going to like you for a relationship, right? Sometimes women are just going to like you because they cannot help themselves, guys. So when you say that a woman's body count is a problem, I mean, well, what side are you standing on? Are you the guy receiving a lot of sex, or are you the guy waiting on your, one true love? That's when it would bother you, guys, because check this story, how it ends. So, we're having a good time or whatever. Guys, I literally demolished these two chicks, and I was able to bust twice. Oh, guys, this story is so lit because they were having such a good time, and it was almost as if it was nothing to me because, when you're young, like, guys, my stamina's crazy. So it was almost as if it was nothing to me. And remember, guys, she was a bikini modeling, like one of those posing girls, so she had a slamming body. Her friend was like a 6, right? So I'm just like, it's crazy how I'm getting thrown into this situation, and I'm almost not that grateful for it. It's like, this is just another day in the park. So the next morning, I'm still there because, like, I had passed out. I didn't care back then. I was moving reckless. I pass out, I wake up. I'm grabbing a cup of coffee, and I'm talking to, not the cop, but I'm talking to the other girl who was involved, her friend who's involved in the threesome. So she's like, sitting there like, I'm just like, what's going on? You all right? She's like, oh, I actually have a fiance, and I'm getting married in 2 weeks. And I'm just like, okay then. See what I mean, guys? The body count. I mean, I'm the guy who she just had a threesome with the night before. Do you think I care about her body count? No. The guy who she's about to marry in 2 weeks, you think he cares about her body count? Yes, because I'm what she wanted to go for, right? That's the shadow realm where she could really be herself and let loose. There are 2 ways that you can go about this. I mean, a woman's body count does matter, but if you're not trying to get married to her, it should never bother you, guys. If you believe that you're that dude, right, then she really can never be on your level. She can stand next to you, but she can never really be on your level anyway. You can be grateful for a woman. You can appreciate a woman, but you come first. So what does her body count have to do with anything, guys? What does it have to do with anything? Really think about it. A woman can go out and have sex with multiple men and then still be loyal to one guy, guys. I've seen it happen on so many occasions, whether the relationship stayed together or it fizzled out. Guys, it can work, because here's the thing. Women go around having sex with a bunch of dudes because they can't get everything from one dude, guys. So just like you think there's not gonna be a woman out there for you, it's the same thing for a woman. Once she bumps into that dude who is that motherfucker, guys, she's not fucking around. She's not fucking around, because it's either, okay, I fuck around or I lose him, guys. And the guys that I used to fuck before, they didn't mean that much to me because I was able to move on so fast and go from this guy to this guy to this guy to this guy to this guy, because all those guys were not that one guy. They all had a role to play. A woman's body count only matters if you're leading with emotions. But if you're leading like it's a business transaction, how could it ever matter? This is why I always say, guys, you want women to have a lot of sex, because women deal with a lot of low value dudes, guys. So you want them to have somewhat a lot of sex. By the time they get to you, they're like, where the fuck have you been my whole entire life? I have to waste my time with all these fucking losers. And you really put it down in the bedroom. You make sure I'm okay. You pop up here and there. You're super mysterious. And I'm just super sexually attracted to you. Motherfucker, where have you been? I had to like drop my value so low until you came. Like, what the fuck? I could have been like with you instead of wasting all this time. Do you understand that, guys? View yourself like you are the prize. You are the man. You might not be there right now, right? So this is how you move around in the dating game. Okay, she has a high body count. I'm gonna add her to the roster. If she starts acting crazy, I'm gonna take her off the roster. I'm gonna take her off the rotation. Or guys, if you're afraid of catching an STD, I totally understand that. But once you turn yourself into that select dude, you start to see that the roles are reversed. Like, women literally simp for you. Women literally chase your validation. So really think about that, guys. When you're out here catching a lot of experiences with women and you learn how to deal with them, and you learn the difference between the shadow realm and like reality that they have to, put out to the world and like do this fake performance for their simps and for their family and like their colleagues so they think they're a good person. Because guys, when a woman likes sex a lot, that doesn't mean that she's a bad person. But see, they always have to put the blinders on or like try to manipulate people. Remember, if you're out here dating and you want a rotation of women, right, that'll really be down and make shit happen, guys, they have to have a high body count. There's no way around that. You know what I mean? So no. And if you want a wife or a loving girlfriend, okay, guys, then the body count does matter. But I know for the most part, men want to deal with women on their own terms. So if you're dealing with a woman on your own terms, how does her body count have anything to do with it, guys? Like I said, every man has game. Every man has game, and it's gonna work on the chicks that are 304s, and it's gonna work on the chicks that are not 304s, because deep down, all women are the same. They all have the same playbook. But like I said, what differentiates them is like the woman who says, okay, I know I can take the easy way out and I know I have this playbook, scrap it. You know what I mean? Like the chicks with the high body counts are like, okay, I have this playbook and I'm gonna play it until I get old and nobody wants me. I'll get a cat, I'll get a dog, or I'll get a simp who I can punish. Really think about it, guys. But a woman's body count never really matters when you view yourself as that dude. It's your boy, Justin J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.